Herran, bilingual certified EC through 6. I'm currently teaching 4th grade bilingual, math, science, and bilingual reading. My background is in criminal justice. I have a bachelor's degree from State University in criminal justice. And originally I was looking into police to become a police officer. While I was going to school, I got a job working for Montgomery County in the detention center. And I started working with kids, and there were kids from 10 to 17 years of age. And these kids were troubled kids. They needed a lot of counseling, a lot of individual one-on-one. And while working with those kids, I realized I had a hidden passion about myself that I never knew, I never explored. I have a sister-in-law who's a teacher, and she was always putting a bug in my ear. Why don't you teach? Why don't you teach? You'd be great. You know, I've coached football. I've done all, you know, like I said, working with the kids. And I said, well, why not? A friend of mine actually recommended this program to me, and that's the reason that I chose it. In becoming a teacher, you know, you have an idea of what it's like to be a teacher, but you really don't have a clue. And I learned that quickly as I began the prep for the program and going through the modules and learning about the different components and how kids develop mentally, you know, as they progress. And I mean, it just gave me a real insight into what a teacher is. It's not just a teacher, it's an actual educator. There was so much that I gained from that, and I did everything online. I did everything online, and it was very easy. I did it in the morning when I got off of work from working overnight. I was able to, you know, go to, you know, like McDonald's or something like that and just use the Wi-Fi and just sit there and study for a couple hours, and it was very easy to do. And then my first year in, the coach that I had was amazing. You know, she came in. I guess she felt that I had like a knack for it, like it was almost like a natural, so to speak, because she always told me how much she enjoyed the lesson, and she gave me some good criticism in the notes that she would leave me. But as far as like how to work with the kids, you know, I got a lot of it from the program and from the online trainings. But I think what helped me the most personally is there was a class offered by the program where you could go and you could listen to someone speak about the test. And I gained a lot of information as to what the test was about, what it incorporated, what to look for. You know, he called it quote unquote Texas land, you know, in the perfect world. And that really put me in the right mindset when I actually took the test and gave me, you know, a really good basis for it. My first year teaching was to put it in a word, it was stressful. It was a lot of work, but there's a lot that's involved with being a teacher when it comes to looking at data, you know, and those kinds of things. And that's where the bulk of it. We're working with the kids. I mean, it was amazing. The kids are really the reason that I do what I do. My first group of kids couldn't have gone any better. They were so great. I mean, we were crying at the end of the year, you know, hugging. Everybody was just, you know, nobody wanted to leave. Everybody wanted to stick around. But you know, and I took that from my kids as well. Is, you know, I learned as much from them as they did from me, in regards to, you know, like how to treat each other, you know, have that mutual respect, and how important it is. Even though I'm an adult and they're children, they need just as much respect as I do, and I got that from them. And it was really helpful. In a way, every day for me is rewarding. I can't pick a specific moment because there's so many. But it's like when I can see a kid, and I've been working with this kid, and it's all of a sudden, you know, bam, I got it. And there's nothing greater for me, you know. As far as the program goes, the flexibility that they allow for you to make different types of payments, almost like doing a car payment, is extremely helpful. You know, I have 2 kids, I have a mortgage, I have 2 cars. And the fact that they allow you to break those payments up, you know, throughout your first year teaching was extremely beneficial. If they would ask me for the money up front, I may not have been able to go through the program because I just don't have that kind of cash. So the fact that they allow you to make payments like that, it's extremely, you know, it's very beneficial, it's very helpful. You know, and if you have to, like, I actually had to extend my probation, and they let you break up those payments as well the same way. So it's very easy when you're allowed to break up the payments like that. It's definitely a program that people need to really consider when they're trying to make this decision, because it's a huge decision. You know, it's a life-changing decision. My career originally was going to be something completely different, and I had no background in this. So when I went into my first year teaching, even with the prep that I had, I was still extremely nervous. But you know, they prep you for it, and maybe you don't think it. You know, when you get in there and you're in your first day and you got 25 little faces looking at you, maybe you don't think you're ready, but you're ready. So believe in the program, believe in what you did, what you studied, what you learned, believe in yourself, and you'll be fine. For the new teachers that are coming in, I would absolutely recommend the program. I mean, there's just so much information in there that you can get, and you get it in so many different modes, I guess you can say, whether it's like a video or whether you're just looking at print on there. There's just so many things that you get out of this program that I wouldn't have got on my own. I guess if I had something as far as like recommendations for first year teachers, is hang in there. It's tough. Being a teacher is not easy. There's a lot of work involved, and it is difficult. But if you love what you do, then it's not really work.